Next, let's talk about The Last of Us 2. Now, this shit is crazy because they're actually confirming that they are going to be making a remastered version of this. Now, I thought it was just a fart in the wind. I thought it was just somebody telling fables when I first heard it out here in these video game streets, but apparently that is not the case. These guys are actually doing it, and how most people found out about this on Twitter, okay, through a leak via a LinkedIn profile. Okay, a guy looking for another job in the gaming division out there in the hemisphere stated what he was working on and what he has been working on in the past couple of years. And one of the things he stated was he has been working for the last 2 years on The Last of Us 1 remaster and The Last of Us 2 remaster. Okay, so this has been in development for at least a couple of years. Now, the question is that everybody's asking is, why would they even put this shit out? I know me as a diehard Last of Us fan, okay? Last of Us 2, in my opinion, you can call me whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Some people say they hate the story. I fucking loved the story. I loved that game. That is my all-time favorite game on the PS4, right above Ghost of Tsushima and God of War. That game is a masterpiece, in my opinion. That game is a masterpiece in every aspect of gaming, okay? Everything, in my opinion. Story, the graphics, technically, everything about this. Remember, it came out on the PlayStation 4. I played it on the base PlayStation 4, and it was buttery smooth. Yes, it was 30 frames, but it was a fucking buttery smooth 30 frames. And then I replayed it on when I first got my PS5, and it fucking even surpassed that. Okay? And they want to remaster this. I don't know what they've been smoking. I don't know, what kind of sake they're drinking. They're definitely rolling up some scrolls out here. And I think now Sony has officially stated that they have their own butter in your local grocery stores, at your Walmarts, at your Krogers, at all places, your Publix, wherever you sell groceries. You can go down aisle 5 or aisle 6, depending on where you're at, and you can go find Sony's butter. Okay, I think it's just called straight up Sony Entertainment butter or Sony's butter. It just depends, okay? They have it in stick form. They have it in tub form. You can get it sprayed in a spray bottle. I think they finally got butter on the shelves, guys. If they're going to try to sell this, the only way that I will see them taking butter off the shelves, that I could see them removing this stuff and having a recall on all their butter, is if this remaster is so good that nobody can deny this shit. And I don't know how that's going to be. I really don't. I don't know what else you can add to this game to make it better than it already is, man. The only thing we know about for concrete that we know that is in this that wasn't in the first one is the fact that the Spanish music artist, I forgot his name, but he's in the town when you first go into the game or whatever. He's playing a tune on his guitar, and he was saying that, hey, yeah, there's gonna be an instance where you can walk up to me and you can request different songs. That's the only thing that Naughty Dog has added that we know about, and that's what's making me wonder what is really going to be worth buying this remaster. Like, what else are you going to really truly be able to do to make this even better than it already is? Because I think there's nothing you can add to this game. I don't think there is. Are you going to add new weapons? Are you going to add new story beats? What are you necessarily adding? The only thing I see could maybe sell this is if you attach some like sort of DLC on the back. If you played The Last of Us 2, you know the ending, okay? And the ending is open-ended as fuck, right? It's left to you to draw your own conclusion on what happens next. So my thing is, how was that? What is it going to be? That's the only thing that would make me say, okay, I want this. Only time will tell. We'll see what happens with that. I for the life of me don't know what they have up their sleeve, but they got to give us something, because if they put this out the way it is, then it's going to cause a lot of shit, and not in a good way. And I don't want that for Naughty Dog, because it's one of my favorite companies. It's one of my favorite developers, man. You can never hate on the Last of Us franchise. It's one of the most awesome franchises ever. And I'm not just talking about games. Even their fucking HBO show was fucking fire. So I'm just saying, I'm praying for these guys that they actually give us something of some substance. I bought the collector's edition of The Last of Us 2, guys. So I'm a super fan. Okay. I wasn't playing when I said I wanted, I support these guys and I love their games. So we'll see, man.